Hi, Democrats. I'm here by myself today. Don't know how to do my intro and all that kind of good stuff, but thank you so very much for joining me. Today is going to be short. It is Friday, April 23rd, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. So every day I come, I'm going to talk about bills elected in elections. And so there was no session today, so I don't have a bill to highlight, but I will talk about some of the crazy bills that were discussed this week, and it was deadline week. And as you know, I was at the Capitol yesterday and listened in on some of the craziness where bills were presented. Democrats had questions. They weren't allowed to talk about them. They weren't allowed to input, ask questions. It was crazy town, and they were rushing through a lot of the stuff, just kinds of craziness. So the Donald Trump highway, I didn't know that we named highways off after living people, let alone twice impeached insurrectionists. But there you go. We have the trans folks can't participate in school sports. Don't know who that's hurting. Don't know why we need a bill for that. Let people be people. Cut it out. The gender passport is not only insulting, but it's evasive and maybe not legal, but there's that. You all know about it's okay to run over a protester if you are afraid, if you are fleeing the scene. You're in a whole car. Don't know how people are hurting you. You're in a car. Then there's the don't film the police while they're doing stuff. So these bills are really crazy bills, but I want to highlight positive bills. Representative Cruz got a bill through talking about how we can, he got a couple of bills through. There's one about protective orders and expanding that so that people can be protected. Senator Hicks got a couple of bills through that actually speak to healthcare in Oklahoma. And so I want to thank our Dems for being there, for working hard, and for making sure that their bills are actually Oklahoma focused and not retaliatory and joining some bandwagon that started in DC. It's craziness. So that's bills. I want to highlight Representative Jason Lowe today. He got some crazy attention from the other side, but he stood his ground and he stands for the people. And there was a challenge to him this week, and he weathered it. He's not the only one, but I had to pick somebody. I picked Jason Lowe. I'm grateful that you're there fighting for us. And then elections. So next Saturday, May 1st, regardless of your congressional district, you live in the state of Oklahoma, you will have a convention to participate if you so choose to participate. Some of them start at 10, some of them start at 2. Go out to okdemocrats.org and find out what time yours starts. We'll be electing our district chairs, secretaries, and vice chairs at those conventions. I've talked to several candidates for those races just today, as a matter of fact. And so I'm excited about who's stepping forward, wanting to be in leadership in the next 2 years. And we have a lot of work to do in the next 2 years. So I'm grateful for those conversations and those people being willing to step up. That is next Saturday. And they're all kind of register in advance so that they can credential you, because you need to be a registered Democrat to be able to participate. Go out to okdemocrats.org, click on conventions or click on events, and they'll tell you when your conventions are. Then May 11th, are propositions in part of the state that will be on your ballot for you to vote on. If you haven't already requested your absentee ballot, it is not too late. Go ahead and request your absentee ballot so that you know what's going on and you can do your research. Hi, Tony. Hi, Wayne. You can do your research. Hey, Christy. And know what you're voting for. And then in other parts of the state on June 8th, there will be propositions as well. I went out and checked. I knew I didn't have any, but I went out and checked so that I could tell you what it says. You put in your name, your birthday, and it'll tell you your upcoming elections if you have one. And if you don't, it will say you have no ballot available. So go check it out. Don't wonder. Don't wait too late. Don't wait too late. Go find out if you have an election coming up. Not an election. If you have propositions to vote for coming up, go check that out so you can start doing your research. Your voice matters. And then on June 12th, our state conventions. That's where we determine who our state chair is, vice chair, secretary, and treasurer. And our keynote speaker for that event is Congressional Delegate Stacey Plaskett from the Virgin Islands. And she was also one of the impeachment managers. So that should be a very interesting keynote. I hope that you will join us for that. I wanted to highlight, and I wanted to leave it last so that I wouldn't forget and so that you would remember. Next Tuesday is the Ac Hamline Gala, and that gala is put on every year by the Oklahoma Legislative Black Caucus, and it's where they recognize achievements that have happened in the state, and not just achievements of African Americans, but yes, but it's their opportunity to focus on legislation and focus on notable Oklahomans who have done great things. That is April 27th. It's free. It will be virtual. Go out to Oklahoma, B like boy, C like cat, F like foundation, because it's Oklahoma Black Caucus Foundation. So it's oklahomabcf.com and register. It's free. They will take donations because they have work to do. All righty, you guys, it's been a really long, hard week. If you haven't called your legislator and thanked them for the work that they've done, it's not too late. Give them a call. They had a really hard week this week. You guys have a great vacation, and I'll be back to Monday. I'll be back Monday at 4:15. Thanks so much.